What's going on, y'all? It's Micheline. Join me as I go from start to finish with this outfit on the right. Here I am marking my dart points on the pattern. I did draft the pattern off camera. I totally forgot to record it while I was drafting it. This is a bodice, so I can actually elongate it and make it into a knee skirt or even a dress. But right now, I'm just trying to perfect the bodice. It does go all the way down to the hip, which I like. I will be doing a different adjustment at the waist here when I make the top. So stay tuned so you all can see that. Okay, so here I'm sewing up the bodice darts. I believe these are called fisheye darts. You see them a lot on sheath dresses or the candy dress. It really help add shape to the clothing for the body so it fits and look more flattering. And I'm just lining up, not lining up my zipper, but I'm shortening my zipper here. I think I did about 17.5 inches or so. And I moved super slow while I was sewing this zipper. It is an invisible zipper, and sometimes they can be a little tricky, and there's like so many steps. And guys, I do not like all the steps. Sometimes I don't have the time for it. Um, I just need to get it done. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just shoot for it. I felt really confident that it would line up perfectly, and it really did. The only thing is, though, is I didn't sew it as close into the bed of the bed from where the zipper teeth is, and that little line strip. Um, and you'll see me here as I'm like tapping my hand on the table. I'm just thinking like, should I go back and sew it closer? And I chose not to, okay? Because time is everything. Oh my word. So this is first off, I want to start with what I am like woohoo about is how it fits over the bust area. I don't know if you guys can really see it there. But look at the bust. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Now it's really big under the arm. I don't really know what I had going on with my measurements, but I am low key impressed. Now there's some room for improvement. I do need to figure out what that is and what happened here with my circumference because it's super baggy. And then the back, it's a little big for real. But what I would probably do is take the zipper out, put elastic up here, and I might, now this is a muslin, so I'm just thinking in my head, but I'm just really impressed with how it turned out though, because it does overall, it fits, it just needs some fitting, they don't fit, but it just needs some fitting to it. Ideally, I think it's supposed to be a little above the shoulder. I don't even know what happened here. I wonder if my measurement for my sleeve was off. I don't know, my circumference, but like I said, I'm most impressed with how the whole underbust thing, because this was a freehand pattern cutting method, and with that, they just use your measurements and usually they cut on the fabric. I'm like, how does that even happen? Like without wasting fabric and having a bunch of fit issues. But my fit issues are more so like it need to be taken in. It's not too tight or too big in the bust area. Like this would be kind of comfortable for me. I was kind of worried. I was like, I don't know what this. I don't know. I might cut this off at the waist at Peplum and dye it like black or something. Put elastic around the neckline. I don't know, but I'm kind of impressed with the method here. I don't know where I went wrong with my measurements that I have to find out. But let me try if I can get this my phone on a stand that I'm recording with, and then I will kind of play around and see if I can make adjustments. But hang on. Okay, bear with me here. I'm gonna try to work this out. So this is off the shoulder, and I don't even know how low it's supposed to be. I really think that's it because the back lays flat. See the back? But I mean, it fits over my butt pretty well. There's still room around here. I just gotta figure out this ordeal. So I'm wondering if now it did a lot for about 1.5 inch seam allowance. But see, let me see. Take it in here. So I'm thinking it could be a seam allowance issue for sure. Cause look, if I bring this in, bear with me because I gotta pin myself. You see that? See? So how it kind of brings it in? So I'm wondering if I take it apart, excuse me, I'm gonna just redo my stitches. I'm gonna do that, and I think on the back, because I sewed a 1/2 inch, so I think I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna try another 1/2 inch. That's a whole inch. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna gun for it and do 1 inch and see what we get. Also, I'm really liking how it fit here though. So let me try to just do the sleeve in, and let me see, because it's both in the back. I'm gonna start with a 1/2 inch, okay? But as you can see, that does make it fit a little more if I take it in now. I don't know what's gonna go with all this, but we're gonna find out. But that's that. But so far, this is kind of cute. So I might not do that elastic situation. I don't know. We'll find out. But stay tuned. Let me make these adjustments. Okay, so here's my original pattern. I did make my adjustments. As you can see where the purple mark is, I did move my dart over, and I did take some from the arm sleeve depth cap curve situation there, and made the adjustment to the side arm seam as well. So I did true it up to make sure that it was equal distance from the shirt cap sleeve to the sleeve. And let's see how this turns out. Okay, so let's keep this train moving. I have quite a few adjustments, and this is my second pattern. I'm trying to get this sleeve right, and as you can see, if I go in, I'm starting to lose my seam allowance to my armhole. I don't want a cap sleeve. I do want it to be about 5 inches from like a 5-inch sleeve, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm adding my seam allowance. I took it in a bit. I'm trying to make sure it makes sense, not just on the paper, but on my body. So here I'm just trying to make it work, trying to figure it out. Because the sleeve was just too big. I did not want my sleeve to be wide. I have a small arm circumference, and I need to get this to fit me a little more to my liking. Place doing what I believe I can do and what I know to be true here. I did take in approximately 4 inches here on this sleeve, and I just divided up in all the things. So let's see how this turns out. Okay, so moment of truth. The sleeve is a lot better. My biggest issue was I wanted the sleeve to fit around my arm, and it was so baggy and loose. Now, I made alterations to the pattern. One thing that I knew I should have done, because I had to take in all different places, not all different places, but I had to mess around with it. So I did mark a part here because when I put the pattern back on fold, because I had to remove from here, it took from here. So I'm going to pin that with a safety pin so y'all can see it. But so far so good, looks good. I know I should have went with my instinct. But as you can see, once I pin this portion in, it lays a lot flush to my skin. Now the sleeves still got this weird stuff going on with it. Didn't know, but in all actuality, I'm much pleased with this look than what I had before. So it doesn't look terribly bad with that bulkiness there. But this is the best that I can do. So I'm rolling with it. This is a little lower than the first one, so I probably would take it up about a ½ inch or so. And it really would just be on here. I won't mess with, I don't think I'll mess with the sleeve cap, I don't know. But in all actuality, I might just leave it and sew it. But keep in mind, I'm sewing a ½ inch seam allowance, so this is going to be much lower. Much lower. Once I sew it down, a ½ inch. So I just might add a ½ inch to it on the top and stuff. Ugh. Now the sleeve is a little tight. I will be letting this out about a ½ inch because look, I don't have much room. But that is much better than the other one. It's kind of, you know, doing that or whatever, but we shall see. Now the back, keep in mind that that part is not pinned like the front is, so it's not gonna lay right. But I'm much more pleased with this. Not perfect, but for the most part, I think I can do with it. Because I'm really impressed with how it lays over the bust. It looks really good. Now I'm gonna do a gathered peplum ordeal. So I will be cutting this off at the waistline and just gathering it. But so far I'm excited. I'm gonna just roll with it here. Now this is actually my working pattern. So I'm gonna take this apart, all the seams and the darts, and then I'm gonna make the adjustments that I need. And then add my seam allowance, and I will sew this bad boy up. Like I said, I'm gonna add a ½ inch in the armpit so I have more room. A ½ inch, which is a total of really like 1 inch to it. But other than that, I think it looks good. The back still looks good. It feels okay. Now it's tight in the arm area because I need to let it out quite a bit. I'm like, I can't really hug the body if I want to. So that ½ inch is gonna make a difference. So stay tuned.
Oh, peplum, how well loved are you? Who doesn't like peplum? Here I am just stitching the peplum bottom.
All right, y'all, look at here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, finally got this all done. The only thing is your girl lost a lot of weight. Look at it. Oh, that's not appropriate. I hope nobody, Okay, when I initially made this thing was super tight. I was like, sucking it all in, and I lost like a lot of weight. So I definitely could take it in here. Take it in, oh, quite a bit. Ooh, 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 ooh. So if I think I take it in here, the princess seams might really do it. That may just be good enough for me. If I take it in the princess seams. And then also on the back. But I like it, it's so cute. Look, I lost the weight and everything. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I like where it's hitting on the shoulders. All right, so I'm coming through with an update here. So currently I had to go in and do a gather stitch at the neckline because it was, it's just straight and it really wasn't flush to my chest area. So as you can see, I have this gather stitch going along the understitching here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm not even gonna pull it, but as you can see, it kind of already started to curve a little bit here. You see that little ripple effect there? That's kind of what that is right there. But if I pull it, you see it will gather it, but I'm not trying to gather it. I just want to pull it a little closer into my chest area so it's not gaping. All right, so I did my little alterations, and it's, let me turn around so you see the back. Hope that was a good 360 for y'all. All right, so everything looks really good. Looks a lot better. I still have a little bulginess here, but hey, the pattern kind of just, I don't know. It's gonna do what it do, okay? I did lose weight, like I stated earlier, so that's why I had to take quite a bit in. Give me just a second, because I did a basting stitch up here on the top. As you can see, is bulky. It's bulging out there at the top. So I did a long basting stitch as I showed you in the video previously. And I'm gonna gently tug here. I'm gonna pull this stitch because I want this to hug me closer here. So you see that? Doing that basting stitch, and I'm going to gently kind of get it to lay as flat as possible. Because when I bend over, I don't want nobody saying nothing. Okay, that's from Mr. Harrison. All right, so as you can see, it lays a little flatter, a little flush to the chest. That's what I want. Try not to have too many, like I don't want people to see that it's actually gathered. And I decided to do this on because that's the only way I can really gauge it. So I'm gonna pull. I may end up with some, you see that? It's still rippling. I don't really want that there. So I'm gonna try to even this out as much as possible. And it also gives it a curve. So keep in mind, it's when you're pulling it, that's what the gathers are. It's kind of coming in a little curve there. So let me try to fix that there. I don't know if y'all can see that. So I'm really not liking it so far, just because it's not laying as flat as I want it to. Let me see. I mean, push come to shove, your girl can add gathers. I mean, it'll do what it do. It'll still be cute, you know what I'm saying? But I really don't want gathers there. Actually, that's not cute. So let me continuously try to flatten it out as much as possible. And try to get to lay flat. As y'all can see, I hope y'all can see, because I'm also trying to look in my mirror ahead of me and do this, so bear with me here. Trying to see if I did a little scatter there. I don't like that. I thought about even taking elastic and stitching it, which will really definitely help it stay. But I'm trying to avoid that at all costs, to be honest. So let me try to smooth this out here. Oh, I'm not feeling it. It did look okay earlier, but as you see when I'm relaxed, it just kind of showed a little too much. I need it closer to the body. But what I'm going to do in the pattern itself, though, I'm going to go in the pattern and take about, what is this, like a half an inch? I'm going to take a whole inch in, honestly. Take an inch in up here, just in the front bodice, because if I did that, that would handle my fabric situation, right? But you know what I'm thinking? I'm wondering if I did a V-neck, but I don't want that showing. So a V-neck ain't gonna be the answer today, because that's gonna be a little lower than I want. So let's see. I got this, I pulled this, it's gathering at the top. So I don't know, y'all. I think I might just have to go with the gathers here and just be okay with that. Just kind of even them out a bit. It don't look bad. Just gotta get it to be more uniformed. Let's see. All right, little ripple effect. It's not bad. Just gotta see here. So I think I'm gonna just rock with it, to be honest, because I know I would have the security that I want with it being where it's at. But the only thing is, because the way this pattern is, I feel like it's more defined up here than in the other spots. I don't want to tug my thread too much either. Try to see here. All right, that's looking a little better. So, but I think I'm probably gonna just have to rock with that, honestly. What y'all think? I mean, because like I said, when I bend over, I need coverage, honey. I don't want this all out. That's not my portion. That may be somebody else's, but it's not my portion. So I have an ear pod in, so bear with me here as I'm talking. That doesn't look bad at all. That's okay. So what I'll do is I'll just knot it. I kind of don't like it like this, but I really don't have much of an option unless I take elastic. But either way, the elastic is going to give it that effect. So I'm trying to see. But I'm really liking how the back is looking. It's looking really, really, really good. I'm proud that I got this done. I used the freehand pattern. You know how they do the, they call it pattern cutting? Pattern cutting? I'm going to tag the lady video because this is it. So what I'm going to do, because I got this how I want it, and it kind of looks like it's at a swoop. Give me a moment, guys, while I get closer in my mirror here. So yeah, your girl going to have some gathers up in here. All right. I'm try to play it off and smooth it out. Let's see. All right, that's gonna have to be it, to be honest. This part right here, I just need that knot to have so much right there. All right. But I'm liking the coverage that I'm getting, and that's priority for me right now, is the coverage. So, and I do have a strapless bra. So, yeah, I'm digging this. I'm liking this a lot here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just get in the mirror and I'm gonna anchor this gather stitch. See, guys, look at that. Y'all see that coverage? Ain't nothing spilling out. So I'm gonna anchor, I'm gonna just tie my knot here. This gather stitch. Uh-oh, I'm losing some of my, so let me do a little jump, 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 jump. So this is testing it out, y'all. I gotta test it out, right? And then I can play more with this, like, you know, jump, 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 jump. Okay. The back looks really good. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go with the gathers up there. Let me see if I gather it more, whatever. There we go. Not bad, honestly. It's gonna work. Jump, 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 jump. Okay. All right, I'm rocking with it. So I got it tugged here. I'm going to anchor my stitch and knot it. I don't know if I can get this through. Hang on. So you all can see here. All right. I feel like I'm losing my grip a little bit too. And I done lost the needle. Here we go. Rather pull it tighter than loose. I got. And I have a little loop here left. I'm gonna go 3 times of that loop. 1, 2, 3, 4 for good measure. Uh-oh, I'm losing my anchor, guys. Hold on. That I don't want to do. All right, here we go. Now let's pull it, make our knot. All right, 1, 2, 3. Pull. Boom, shaka laka laka, boom, 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 shaka laka. All right, now I'm gonna just hide my thread in the seam there. Well, underneath the fabric, really. All right, I can cut this off. So that gather stitch that I was telling you guys about, that is a lifesaver, especially in like bridal wear. It really helps out a lot because sometimes you have just a little bit, like when the dress on the bride is just kind of, you know, the front, if it's a sweetheart, it's kind of leaning forward a bit. All right, guys, I'm digging this. All right, let's see. It looks good. All right, so bear with me. I am still on the move. I did finish this top here, and anniversary, early anniversary date night is Sunday. So I decided to make some bottoms here. Now, originally I was going to use this pattern, but that didn't work out well because when I tried them on, it was just too many fit alterations that I need to do. As you can see, it's over there pinned up. I said, forget this. These are my favorite jeans, my boyfriend jeans. So I put these on and I am going to try on the pattern that I made out of them. So the pattern's here on the floor, taped up, right? So far these look good. I'm gonna put elastic in the waist. So we shall see. I did not do pockets. This is a repeating pattern, so I want to keep the design all the way through. So I'm gonna try these on and I'm gonna see how these do. Ooh, ooh. And what's left is really just to hem them up. And press them and put the elastic waistband. Okay, till next time, peace. Coming back to you real time live as a mom of a 8-month-old baby talking in the background for my voiceover. No, but on a serious note, thank you guys for watching this tutorial video / sew with me. Like and subscribe. I do plan to do more videos showcasing some of the trial and error and ups and downs of me sewing and doing alterations and pattern making and fitting and all the things that I like to do. So if that interests you by any little bit, please subscribe. Till next time, later.